Hello everyone and welcome to another One Piece live duel. Today we have me on the left playing Purple Luffy, and on the right we have my wife playing Green Uta. This is actually round one of our locals. Decided that we would record it because it's been a while since we've done some live duels and we haven't been in an actual tournament for a little bit. But yeah, I go ahead and I mulligan my first hand. I think I did win die roll and I decided to go first for this matchup. I think she kept her first hand. I think she saw something there that she liked and decided she would just like try it out. We're still testing her Uta deck out, figuring out some ratios, seeing how we like it. But yeah, let's see. Alright, so I did my life weird, but I ended up fixing it. We're all good here. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'll start by just getting a Dawn and passing it to her, and she draws her card and gets two. Let's see, does she open the Law? She did open the Law, but I don't think she wants to play it. Yeah, because she wants to get to search off Bonnie. So she goes Bonnie, and then Bonnie effect to search. And let's see what she gets to grab here. It looks like she actually whiffed, which really sucks. There goes two 2K counters, two blockers, and another search. Dang, yep, that's really bad for her. I go ahead and get two Dawn for my turn though, and I use Luffy's effect. I actually decided to use this little gem that I found as a indicator. So I go 5 into the Bonnie, and then I go 4 for page 1. This kind of sucks because I had to waste a swing on the Bonnie that I would like to put into life, because I wanted to get her life down more, because I am going to be taking life and she has not taken any yet, so I'm going to be behind a little bit. She goes 4 for Zoro and then 5 into my life. I give her a 2K counter because I don't actually have much. I think the only thing I have is a blocker kit in my hand, and I don't want to drop it this early. And here you go, I'm at 6 Dawn. I'm looking like, man, I actually don't have a poly here, so I'll go ahead and ramp, see what I get, and I don't get a poly still, and I'm like, okay, dang, this sucks. Guess I'm gonna go the Magellan route. I did think about using the Sheep's Horn to rest his Zoro to try to kill it, but I didn't want to actually do that and take the minus Dawn for no reason, since I know I'm going to minus Dawn later on in this turn. She does take the 6k swing to life, and then it goes 7k into life. And let's see, she goes, yep, she does the event, the 0 cost event, and she drops the Law and gets herself up to 8. I go ahead and do the Magellan to minus Dawn for both of our sides, and yeah, I'll just pass my turn there. She does draw the Brook, which is nice. Let's see, does she get any ramping going? She's at 5 Dawn, so I did minus 1, so now she would have been at 6. So she has like what? She's gonna drop the Brook and then play the Uta effect. She goes 6 into my page 1, and I block out with a page 1. Then she goes Brook, drops a Nami, and then Nami effect. She's going to search the top 3. Yes, and she bottom decks a Dofi, which she hates to see. She really likes to see the Dofis in hand. It's just tragic that it keeps happening to her like that. But she does take an I am invincible, so that way she can get a double swing later. And then she goes 5 into my life. I do give her another 2k counter. I just don't have enough 1k counters to keep my Luffy up like that. I hate having to drop the 2ks, but you know, I have to stay alive. Now at this point, I believe I am at 8 Dawn. Let's see. Yeah, I'm at 8 Dawn. And I'm deciding like how I want to play this. I wanted to play one of my 4 costs and a 5 cost this turn, but I didn't want to ramp too early and take the risk of getting too low. So I do 2 6k swings into the Zoro. She counters out of the first one, and she lets him go on the second. I think she did that so that way I wouldn't take an extra swing at life, because she doesn't have enough 2k counters to actually take it here. Taking my time to think on how I want to do this, if I want to ramp or not. I think, yeah, I decide not to. I go Queen, -1 to draw 2 and trash 1. Let's see what I decide to trash here. I trashed the Sheep's Horn because I'm like, Luffy is 7 cost, and this is not going to come up out the way I want to. And then I just take the rest of my Dawn and go 8 in. And she does take it. I cannot see what she got, but my hand is actually looking not good for counter right now. I have, I think, 2 Magellans in there. No, I have a Magellan, a Robin, and a Kid, but I can't really tell the others. But her hand is not looking too good on that side either. All she has are events. So she goes New Genesis. And let's see, she gets an Ezo, Dofi, and the 0k event. Or the 0 cost event. And that really sucks. All of her whiffs this game have all of her searches have whiffed this game. Minus the Nami, but it wasn't even something that she wanted. She goes ahead and she kills the page 1. And let's see what she has cooking in her hand. She does have the Luffy, but she has, I can't tell if that's a Zoro or not. Or not a Zoro, a Chopper. So she goes 5 into my life. I do have the Queen. I do block it. And then she'll go 7 into, I believe, my Queen again? Yes, she does. Then with her 3 Dawn left, oh, she goes 5 into my life. And then she goes 3 for I am invincible to restand and swing 7 back in. And I actually drew the Khalifa off my life, keeping my Queen alive for 1 more turn. It was very lucky life that I drew there to keep my Queen alive. Alright, I think I'm at 9 Dawn now. And what do I decide to do here? Let's see. Okay, so I think in this point right now, I'm thinking to myself, alright, I need to get to 10 so I can actually drop 2 blockers this turn. But if I can't win this turn, which I can't, now with 3 swings, I need to set up and clear the bodies on the board. So I go ahead and see what I can get. I go 5 for Kid, and then I go 5 for Magellan to do the minus Dawn. I want to keep her off of Luffy as much as possible. And so I just start swinging as much as I can into her bodies. Yes. I go 6 into the Nami. I take out the Nami. And then I go 6 into the Brook. And she's thinking here. She gives me a 2k. Because I think she knows it's going to go out anyway. I'm thinking if I need to swing my blocker Queen or not, if it's worth it. I don't know anything in her hand right now because all of her searches have whiffed. So her hand is 2 cards and I'm taking the risk of this Brook actually being up. And if I don't kill this Brook, I could die if I swing my leader. Or if I swing my Queen, I could die. But if I do swing my Queen and it does go down, then I get to live another turn. And there you go. I do take it out. She doesn't have any counter in hand. I think she only has 2 Luffys and she just drew the Usopp for turn 2. And I think she just made it to her 8 Dawn turn. Yep, 8 Dawn. So she's going to go 6 into my Queen. And I go ahead and give her a 2k counter. She goes 7. And let's see what she plays here. She goes Brook. Oh my gosh. Wait, I didn't even see that she got the Brook off the search. So she just refilled her board right away. Alright. Well, now I'm on my 10 Dawn turn. And I have a full board of just people to swing with. And she has, I believe, 1 card in hand. And I think it's a Luffy, too. Yep, so she has no counter in hand right now. So she takes the first swing of 6. I go again in with 6. She still doesn't have the counter, so she goes ahead and takes it. And what did she draw? I didn't even see it. Alright, so I go ahead and I drop the Kaido here. For 9, I minus my 5, and then I get 1 back off the Kid effect. And I pop her Brook. And she did get a 2k counter here, so I go 7 in. Let's see what she decides to do here. She can just counter out of it if she gives me both of her counter cards. Oh yeah, she's asking here, she's like, if I block it with Luffy, and I counter out, you're just going to swing at the Luffy and kill the Luffy anyway. And then I told her, I was like, but if you block it, I'm going to try to kill the Luffy no matter what, and you get to keep a life. So it just depends on what you want. Do you want to keep the blocker or do you want to keep the life? So she does end up just giving me the blocker, and it's not looking like a good situation for her right here. She has 1 life left, and she has no other blockers other than the Luffy. So let's see what she decides to do here. I do have 2 life, but the 2 blockers is what makes it difficult. This is also why I didn't swing either of the blockers, because I don't have any counter in hand to actually keep myself alive. But knowing in hindsight, I guess I could have swung both and lived. Oh no, she had a 2k, so I couldn't have swung both of them to kill her. So she goes Uta, she gets a Luffy off her top. I go ahead and give 2k. I want to save the blockers where I can. And then she goes 7 into my life. I don't have the counter and I don't want to drop a blocker yet. So let's see. Then she goes 7 for Luffy with no effect, because her hand is not looking good. She has to keep the counter in hand, but it's not looking good here for her. So let's see what I decide to do. Do I just go straight for game, or do I go ahead and kill the Usopp? I do think it's a good time to just start poking the bodies in to see if I can get her Luffy to just block, get a read on her hand here. So I go 6 into life. She gives me the 2k. I go 6 into life, and she blocks it. And then I go 7 into life to see if she has any more counter. And she takes it, and then I just go 10 in, and I get it. It was a good game. Me and my wife have a lot of fun playing this game. She usually just whoops my ass, but I got very lucky here with all of her searches whiffing, especially in tournament. But yeah, this was a small tournament, so we have 1 more round left. I'm going to post that tomorrow, but I will see you guys then. Everyone have a good day, and peace.